Hello and welcome to the 1970s and to Encased, a sci-fi post apocalyptic RPG and playing hardball. Guys and gals, note that this game is on sale right now. That's why I just picked it up. I had it on my wishlist for quite a while and it is quite interesting. So we are in the 1970s and you wonder, well, that doesn't look like the 1970s. Well, there is a huge dome on Earth. No one really knows much about it, but the Cold War has ended basically because people think, well, there are more important things now to accomplish together than or the squabble about global politics. But we are going into this in just a moment. This will become a let's play. However, as I don't have time right now for another complete let's play, we are just looking into this and we are going to make a character just for fun. Yeah, so there are different options. One fun character, and then later on when I finish some other let's plays, we will play this one for real. Because it's actually, yeah, it's looking really good. And I got the recommendation for this game like quite some time ago and I had it on my wish list, so for quite some time. We can choose, as we can see here, story mode, journey, medium difficulty, classic, hard mode for those who have been playing RPGs for a long time and love challenges. That would be me, and I think, yeah, that should be it. What I find a little bit irritating is damage dealt by enemies is minus 30% of the base value and they consider this one hard, right? That's a bit weird, and our characters have 125% of the base value in hit points. To me that doesn't sound like a hard mode, but this here, the tactics mode, which I would usually prefer, only says, well, that there is some permadeath. And well, we will play this one with loading and saving, obviously, as it's a bigger, also text-based, communication-based RPG. But I think like the classic mode then might be exactly what we want.
1971. We woke up in a different world, where the Cold War ended along with the Vietnam carnage. All because of the Dome. The Dome. A territory full of anomalous artifacts, phenomena, and organisms. We still don't know what it is. An alien city? Some kind of a testing ground or storage? Whatever it is, no living thing trapped under the Dome can escape it. Yet even this did not stop the research. The major powers created the CRONUS megacorporation to develop and explore the Dome. Its secrets became a lucrative business. The Spire station was built on top of the Dome to export the artifacts and import supplies and personnel. The city of Crystal Sands grew at the foot of the Dome, eventually becoming a major transportation hub. All this required thousands of employees, and there was no shortage of candidates. Romantics, pragmatists, and adventurers of all trades swarmed recruiting centers around the globe, seeking jobs at CRONUS. You were one of those people. In 1976, your application was approved, and you went under the Dome towards the future. Whether a good one or a bad one, only time will tell.
So that is us. There we go, and now we can create our character. So there are, well, what is distinctive about this game is that there are different wings. So the personnel is is categorized in certain wings. So I'm just clicking through here. These are the pre-made characters. Yeah. can look for them, at them for yourself if you want. We are doing our own one, of course. So introduction, welcome to the character creation screen, where you will create a protagonist to plunge into adventures under the dome. To begin, choose the name for your character, select the wing in which they work, their portrait, and then adjust their physical appearance. So the thing is, yeah, so I'm thinking about a female psychopathic criminal, and that's the thing, like the white wing, like the wings, you know. I'm not reading everything here, I'm just explaining. The white wing is basically a wing that, or the group that is focused on science, brainy people who also get a bonus to high-tech weapons. Yeah, that's what they usually use, and who are basically at the core of this whole endeavor, because they are analyzing the artifacts and these anomalies that happen under the dome. The blue wing, yeah, here it says, these 5 departments are engaged in different activities. Choosing a wing affects the background of your character, starting attribute values, initial equipment and answer options in dialogues. Yeah, so the blue wing, they are basically the technicians. We can see here, tech contraptions, they are basically traps. Guts means, well, they are working physically. Yeah, so like basically mechanics and techs. Then the silver wing, they are maybe the administrators, usually, yeah, charismatic. Gain more skill points, which is a strong argument to actually choose a silver wing character. And they have psionics, yeah, because, you know, their mental abilities are stronger, yeah, than with other people. So we can see here there are different attributes. Each character in the game has a set of attributes, basic physical or mental characteristics. The higher the attribute value, the greater the advantage in certain situations, and the higher the initial level of secondary characteristics and skills associated with the attribute. After selecting your wing, attribute points are distributed automatically, reflecting your wing specialization, but you can redistribute them by deducting points from some attributes and investing them in others. Right, so these guys, like the silver wing, they are very charismatic and psychic, right? Then the black wing, they are basically they are the security personnel, and focus on fighting and defending or controlling, defending everybody from threats inside the dome, and also from the convicts of the orange wing, whom the black wing people also control. So the orange wing, they are criminals, that's what we are. They are inside the dome to lift their sentences, yeah, and to do manual labor basically. So, and obviously they have the better criminal skills, right? And that's it. Yeah. So we are choosing orange wing. Of course, this is the group of the people inside the dome that has the least standing, the worst reputation. So I expect that people will deal with us in a more harsher way. I already played into the game a little bit using a white wing person, which I most likely will play for the real playthrough, but as explained before, we will go into this and play the tutorial with this character, and then we are starting anew with the real one. But here I plan something funny, because you can go very, very stupid. Low intelligent dialogue. If during character creation the brain stat is set to values of 1 or 2, the protagonist will be incapable of meaningful dialogue. After this, often this leads to unexpected results. Some quests become unavailable, while in others, new options get unlocked. Relations with characters change as well. When communicating with an intellectually challenged protagonist, some of them might show their hidden side. Yeah, and that's what we are going for here. However, I feel, you know, and that's for this approach, I think it's fun. but I personally wouldn't want to play the whole game with such a character, because this is all about communication, firstly. And also, as we can see, the brains are the basis for the skill levels that we get, right? Every brain level is increasing our skill levels, and here, these are all the abilities. In case characters have a variety of skills that reflect their prowess in specific areas, be it handling different types of weapons, applying medicine, or repairing equipment. They recommend choosing 2 applied and 1 combat skill, but we may select 3 skills as our tech skills. This will add additional 30 points to each tech skill. To take a skill, click on the star. Yeah. And that's actually nicely done. So we do have all these weapon skills here. Combat. Yeah. Light weapons. Yeah, obviously like pistols, shotguns, submachine guns, heavy weapons like large caliber weaponry like grenade throwers, mortars, heavy machine guns, flamethrowers and stuff, high-tech weapons, laser pistols, plasma and electromagnetic rifles, hand-to-hand. Oh yeah, I'm just clicking here and then I'm mousing over it. For the light weapons, you can look at it yourself if you want to stop. Yeah. So it appears that this will provide for a lot of variety, very interesting. Heavy weapons, yeah. Lots of interesting combat abilities that will, in my estimation, make the game rather interesting. Yeah. High-tech weapons. And by the way, there is a completely pacifist option as well. So apparently it is not necessary to kill anybody. We can be talker and stunner, basically. Yeah. Here, hand to hand. And that's actually rather interesting. Judo, the drunken master, or the 5-finger death punch. Pressure points, flight of the dragon, flurry of fists and stuff, melee weapons, mercy strike. Yeah. To me that sounds all quite interesting, but yeah, as they recommend, I guess it's best to just concentrate on one here. Also, this is just the beginning. It's basically just the beginning bonus, right? We get plus 30 points, and this, as we can see here, every threshold of 30, 150 is the maximum for one skill, unlocks another tier of abilities that also come with further necessities, yeah, that we have to fulfill if we want to use them. For example, like here, there was something in red. Where is it? Here. We would need the psychic strike, right? So then, contraptions, using explosives or the harpoon ability. Okay, well, I found with the other character, I found a harpoon thrower. That was interesting. But in the end, I think this is all rather free, and we can develop as we want. It's just like about the first little bonuses. Yeah, that's it. And I believe it would be probably very interesting to have a psionic melee character. Yeah, and then of course we want to be criminal, and maybe influential. Piloting is important because there are servo shells, so basically something like a mech suit. And this game is also heavily inspired by Fallout 1 and 2. So it's basically the Brotherhood of Steel's combat armor, right? Fallout's combat armor. And there are also abilities that are based on this power shell, and also traits and perks. But I already read that if you use this armor, then you cannot sneak around anymore, which, yeah, is a bit sad. Because I personally would also usually like to play someone, yeah, so like for the real playthrough, I think I'm going to play a corrupt scientist. Yeah. A corrupt scientist with a good heart, but still rather corrupt. But this year, this lady, let's consider her a manipulative psychopath. Yeah. And all this stuff. Criminal influence. Can intimidate. Yeah, and there are like with Fallout, there are perks that you get. Every couple of levels, there are also certain perks that reduce this, and perks that, like a perk that where you get one perk every 2 levels instead of 3. Yeah, so that makes things pretty interesting. So piloting is important because there are also vehicles that we can drive, but I think like for right now, probably criminal and influence could be interesting. Here, the charming, the ability to elicit trust and emotional closeness from your interlocutor. Let's do this, by the way. Let's try this. Oh no, this is the abilities. No, where is it? The attributes here. We have 6 points. And one thing is, like, perception should be at least 6, I think, because there is a perk where you get +3 skill points, and that is basically a must have on the 3rd level. So things are not so bad, right? So let's do it like this. So we are let's say we are very charismatic, or like physically we are looking pretty good. Let's do this. Let's go charisma with 8. Deftness can remain at 9, let's say. Muscles, 5. Oh yeah, and by the way, so let's go over these the attributes here. Muscles, yeah, obviously physical strength, perception, our awareness, how much we notice. Guts is our constitution, basically how much damage we can endure and how resilient we are. Charisma, our attractiveness. Charms, brains, our intelligence. Deftness is basically our dexterity. Fortune, our luck. Psyche for psi abilities and psi resistance. So that's all quite interesting. Well, this even the detection time is reduced by reducing the fortune, huh? So let's go psyche. So my thinking is that we are going like a psyche melee character. Psychic melee character that is dumb but very attractive, right? Like her. So she looks like a bit like a psychopath. Maybe let's think it's less our face but more our body or something. Also, we are not 54, but we are fresh. Let's say 24. So fresh, well trained. Well, we have to work physically. There are different head types there, as you can see. Take that one. Caucasian. Like this. Yeah, well, she's Caucasian here. So there are different... Well, only a limited amount. Yeah, but it's fine. So, yeah, and she also has the orange collar, so it's fine. Oh, interesting. You can put your own picture here yourself. Okay, that's interesting. Hair color. Like that, right? Yeah, let's have that. Different hairstyles. Oh, let's have that one. Looks a bit more like here. Features. I don't see... there's a nose ring. Otherwise, I don't see many differences. She's not wearing glasses. Feature color. Don't see any difference, but doesn't matter. So, yeah, this is how we can roll to here. Right? So, quite strong, perceptive, resilient enough. Or let's put one from here, from guts. Actually, to psyche. So, and then the tagged. So, let's have melee weapons, although the psyche. Phase shift, psychokinetic psi-glove ability, castling, electrokinetic psi-glove ability, cryostasis, cryokinetic psi-glove ability, and ignite, pyrokinetic psi-glove ability, chance, 70. So we've got 6. Or was it 6 or 7? 7. Oh, that's actually decent. So we have 105% chance to hit someone with this one. Let's do that. Let's have psionics, and then we have criminal. This here. For that we need tech 15. Ah, yeah. So lockpicking only then, but I guess that's fine. Ah, yeah, that's good. Here, charm. Brain 6 thou. The application of formal logic, rhetoric, and common sense. Well, yeah. So then, traits. When creating a character, you can choose one personality trait for them. It has both pros and cons. And as we are dumb, we have also a special thing that is called as a bag of hammers. Nature has not gifted you with a brilliant mind or even an average one. On the other hand, you practice such non-trivial ways of interacting with others and reality itself that an intelligent person would never have thought of. Right? So, and then we have other stuff. I'm just clicking through. If you want to look at it, to me, nothing really seems to be really worth it. Because the downside is usually really nasty. Here, this is the prodigy with 4 brains. I mean, the attribute points, they are really, really valuable because you don't get any during the game. But learnability is minus 50. That's really bad, I guess. Yeah. And I don't know if it's possible to grind something or whatever. But it's probably also not worth it. But yeah, depends on the build you want to do. But being a prodigy would also now contradict a little bit that we are actually, like, our brain is not functioning so well. Being bossy could be interesting though, but then we can't carry around so much. Brill Seeker, the Dark Lord. That would be interesting, like that we are the crime lord, right? Redneck. That increases our perk rate, so every 4th level. Yeah. Vampire. To eat someone. Regeneration, so spirituality. That seems to be also really not worth it, because then we are basically, even if we were a total pacifist, we still need to take out people by means of stun guns or something. So the penitent one could be interesting if we feel that we have like a plus 50% increase of crit damage. We can survive that for all these skill points. Yeah. So, I don't feel that all of this is really worth it. Maybe the penitent one. Yeah. So let's do that. So, let's take that one. Summary. Great, your character is almost complete. Now double check the data. Yes. Everything's fine. So, yeah. We are... with this one, I guess this was from being in the Red Wing. So we have deftness 10. So, it's great and fine. That's how we roll. Let's start the game. The Dome is an international project of unprecedented scale. I will go so far as to say that humanity has come all this way to get exactly where we are now. War, slavery, genocide, all these efforts will pay off handsomely. Wait a moment. Bad phrasing. Cut that bit, will you? Interview with CRONUS Foundation's Deputy Head of Public Relations. So CRONUS is the corporation that is running this thing. So conversations. Interacting with different characters is an important part of the game. To start a dialogue, click on the character, and if they are set to talk to you, a dialogue interface will show up. Yeah. With right click, so that's us. Yeah, that's us. So with right click, you can also look at people. Yeah, what they do have and stuff. Elsa.
The tall woman in black overalls stands with her arms tightly crossed. Her badge reads Elsa Olafsson, Security Service.
So she's Black Wing, black overalls, right? The Black Wing. Let's look at her with a gentle, silly smile.
Olafsson's face shows naked loathing.
Oh, she despises us because we are the Red Wing, Orange Wing. She's got a Cops with Guns magazine. So there are magazines like also, well, like the modern games, or like Atom RPG, for example, which you can also find on my channel. Magazines to get temporary skill increase, and I guess skill books for a permanent one.
Hands where I can see them,
she says slowly.
Let's shout hello and vigorously rattle our humane cuffs. Okay, well, but here is a fellow orange handcuffed person.
The orange is dressed in a new jumpsuit. The shiny badge on his chest reads Quentin Bisley, laborer.
Yeah. You barter, buddy? You've got a lucky cookie. Oh. Shear blade. Oh. Does anybody know that you have that one?
Studying your doltish face and orange uniform, he leans closer.
When we get there, stick with me. Stay close, yeah?
He gives your cheek a friendly pinch and fixes you with a frightening stare.
Fellow psychopath.
The orange rests his gaze on your breasts. Bisley looks up at your face again and sneers.
Oh, he noticed our body.
He slips a warm hand into your overalls and gives your left breast a gentle squeeze.
Wow. Harassment inside the elevator. I wonder why the guard doesn't do anything. What do we do? Bite our lip and close our eyes? Why can't we punch him? Start back from him and cry out in surprise. We are staying still. Well, I think like most ladies would be paralyzed for a moment there. Yeah, let's bite our lips and close our eyes.
The female guard shoves the orange back and begins to pummel him with her fists. She doesn't stop until Bisley has fallen to the floor, shielding his bleeding head with his hands.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
The black's face has gone crimson from anxiety and anger and spattered blood.
and you stay away from him.
We look down at the guy and touch our breast thoughtfully, and then we turn away. Well, Monty, don't do that.
In silver overalls and thick spectacles uncertainly offers his hand.
Monty James, Silverwing, on behalf of the Foundation, welcome. CRONUS welcomes every employee, even special cases, like you.
Exclaim Mamba, and we are snapping our fingers to a non-existent tune. Yeah, let's do that.
Monty jerks his hand back and giggles nervously.
Oh, nice to meet. Oh, I'm begging you, please don't do that again.
We are looking deeply into the Silver's eyes while chewing on a knuckle, and then we leave after looking at what he has. Okay, so he does have some money. So this guy is the Silverwing, right? The administrative people, or like also basically the boss level, right? Okay, and then this one.
A thin, pale young woman is staring through the green glass of the porthole. She turns to you. The badge on her chest reads Tomoko Kimura, physiologist. She shakes her head at the imbecilic smile which never leaves your face.
No idea what to think about this one, but my first impression is dislike. Well, greetings.
Let's smile and give her a friendly ooh.
Kimura lets loose a heavy sigh.
Oh dear.
She turns back to the window.
Yeah, let's shout boo into her ear and laugh.
Kimura jumps with a yelp and presses one hand to her heart.
Oh, you scared me. To hell with you.
Well, okay, so like with the other character the way I tried out, yeah, the scientist, the conversation was certainly more civilized and more serious. She's got mercury and an anti-radiation drug. Okay, let's leave. And then this guy Igor.
A man with a mustache and a blue jumpsuit is standing at the window, studying the construction site below through an occasional break in the clouds. His badge reads Igor Patana, planner.
So, yeah, this guy is the technician or engineer wing. So he's got springs. So, yeah, he's got some stuff. Grease. Pixar. Okay. We could say exclaim biscuits and step away. No. We want to stroke our upper lip as if we were sporting a luxurious mustache. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see how he reacts to that. Yeah, so maybe he notices that we understand that he has a mustache,
Lieutenant
right?
Smiles. His mustache bristles funnily.
Okay, well, so there is actually no real conversation going. So the thing is, there is crafting around, so yeah, and also like with a lot of stuff actually, and yeah, looting is an essential part. There's a lot of stuff. Hitting the Alt button highlights everything that is interactable. Quests are here. Our story. So and then, well, I guess. Can we use this one now?
Stopping in front of the porthole, you watch the ground slowly approaching and sing a joyful song about candy astronauts. Of course, no one has ever heard such a song before. You just made it up.
Criminal 15. Hum a quiet melody and sit huddled in a corner until the landing. No, why not looking out? Yell out a song in full voice? No.
The capsule shivers as it settles into the braking devices.
Okay. Well, that's it, okay. So, like, with the normal-brained character, you can look out of the window and notice quite a lot, like, basically coming from down this elevator, right? You can look down at the area, but we'll do that one with the real Let's Play. So this is the end of the Cold War. The world economy now revolves around the dome and the study of its technologies. An effort shared among many nations, both capitalist and socialist. The world can rest easy. There will be no nuclear apocalypse, only collaboration in the interest of all mankind. Pravda newspaper article. I'm not entirely convinced that this would actually happen in such a case, if a thing like this actually happened. But I think there would be a grand competition, yeah, to control this dome. But insofar it is a nice positive. What do they do? Pew, hold up. It's a nice optimistic thing, right?
Ted, I just can't. Oh hell, put it down. Fucking useless. I'm only 60 kilos, you moron. Let's have a smoke instead.
So these ex-convicts, they are also not the they are not the, well, they're maybe more on the lazy kind, not the most productive people. So, and there we do see.
3. Wait, hold on a second. For fuck's sake, Lucas.
This is one of these shells, servo shells. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. What else do we see? So I like the graphics. They are pretty crisp and nice. We can move around freely are there.
Or you'll miss everything.
A cheerful man wearing a white lab coat grabs your sleeve. A badge reading Ludovico Nuzzi, Scientific Analyst, Export Department, dangles loosely on his clean uniform, which still smells pungently of washing powder.
Look over there.
He points upward with a sharp, wide gesture and hands you his field binoculars.
Yeah. Yeah, let's take the binoculars and chew on them, growling.
Nuzzi flings up his hands, perplexed.
Oh dear. How did you end up under the dome? You know what? You'd better go. Go, or you may fall behind the group. Get lost. Please don't look at the storm. It's frightening. Well, it can be.
Could kiss him on the cheek and run away, or say plop plop sadly and walk away, head down, look at the distant storm, drawl and leave. So that's actually an anomaly. Okay. So I really feel that our dumbness is really. I mean, it's fun that they did it into, you know, that they implemented it into the game, but there's so much that we are just missing. But yeah, we're looking at the distant storm, drawl, and then we leave. Okay. So there's a storm going on. We could have looked through his binoculars, but we didn't, because we thought it was something to eat. Whatever these fantasists call the dome, an alien colony ship, a gift to humanity from another world, the remnants of Atlantis, a prison for dark forces, a magical laboratory of the ancient Egyptians. Personally, I think the definition doesn't matter. What we are going to do with it, that's what matters. The Universe Talks broadcast. And that's nice, right? Nice evening, sun. Quests. Throughout the game we will perform various tasks. Yeah, evidently. And this is the waiting hall. And there we go in. And what happens here, looking at the time, we will see in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. We will continuing next time. And please don't forget, this is just a first introduction. Basically, we are just looking into the core mechanics here in this basically tutorial area. With this special character, a specially challenged character, yeah, with the stuff, the perks, stats, and there are lots of things, yeah, so fatigue mechanics, thirst, hunger, radiation mechanics, and encumbrance, or like, 77, that's more than double, way more than double what my scientific person could carry around. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff going on. Scanner, we can and need to scan. Oh, we can't take them off. Scanning scientific things and relics and stuff. Yeah, so that's actually quite interesting. And here we can see this is our relic belt. Yeah, so strong RPG elements. And it's quite interesting, but let's continue next time. In the next episode, I will upload it directly, so it will all be in one playlist. And I think we are probably having like 5 episodes or something, all roughly between 45 minutes and 1 hour or so. We will experience the game. So this is, as all my stuff, this is not manipulated, cut content or anything. We're just going through it. Look at it, yeah, and well, this is of course it's here more a fun thing with this character, the mentally challenged person. There's a vending machine, or there's a trash bin. Okay, shove your food into the dispenser tray. We shove our food into the delivery tray, we take our food out of the delivery tray. How engaging. Assume that the machine is threatening you and assume a fighting stance. The vending machine remains perfectly still. It looks as if it's confident enough to not even prepare for a fight. Try another approach with our brains too. Oh, and we got experience for that. Come to a brilliant conclusion. There's no need to hit the vending machine. Okay. pray to the vending machine so that it gives us delicious, healthy noodles. We pray furiously, muttering the children's song about a shark under our breath, but nothing happens. Maybe the vending machine practiced some other religion. Let's squeeze a button into the compound slot. We squeeze a button in there, surprisingly nothing happens. Well, yeah, okay, so let's go through the trash bin. Empty beer bottle, alright, and this one. $3. Alright, and we got some experience, yeah. But let's continue next time. And there are interesting people, and we have to follow. That's the registration here. And we see that every person, or many persons like this guy, have special traits or something. This guy gives suicidal orders, yeah. But yeah. Let's try that, and there's also this stuff here, yeah. But we'll try that one in the next episode. So we looked at the character creation. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Please do tell what you think. But yeah, we didn't see too much yet. But I feel that it's probably worthy to try out such a character, yeah, as one approach. And then in the real Let's Play, we'll see how things work out with the normal person. But that's like, it's to a degree it's fun, but I wouldn't want to play the whole game with someone like this, because then the interaction is just too handicapped. But for a short while, it could be interesting and fun. Okay then, so let's continue next time. If you already have any comments you wish to share, please do so in the comment section. I know that I'm not the only one in the community who would appreciate that. And yeah, I would appreciate if you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, so never ever miss an episode again. And I do see a lot of potential here, and we will check that one out later in the next episodes. See you next time, bye bye.